Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to this rental renovation series. So I am here today to give you guys a look at the backyard. I had mentioned in several previous videos that we would be doing a big cleanup on this backyard and that we'd be bringing you along for that. However, I have the sweetest husband in the world, literally, and he came over to my mom's house and worked in the evenings after work like 3 or 4 days, and he did so much in the backyard, and so I didn't get to film it and show it to you. However, I came by a few days ago whenever he was done, and I was just really impressed. So this video is strictly to show you what the backyard looks like now, to give you some kind of closure on that, let you know where things are. It is so much cuter, oh my goodness. All right, so here we are in the backyard, and we've got this tree here. I'm actually pretty excited about this, but I don't know if I'll be able to talk my husband into it. But I'm really wanting to like cut these, basically like cut this tree off right here and then kind of dig in there so we can make a flower bed in that. And these two things we can actually like shape so that they're logs, lay them in the yard somewhere, and use a chainsaw to cut holes in them. If you've seen garden tours over at my house, my husband did that with one of our trees we had to take down, and I plant flowers in them. And that'd just be really cute, maybe just like along the back wall or something, because this is just ugly. This is just the aftermath of taking down a tree and not finishing the job. So so that would be a cute way to kind of deal with this problem. Over here there was like an old dog house and some like weird just junk, lots of junk, and my husband just took all this out. Oh my gosh, I see something flowering. Let's go investigate. Is that flowers or is that new leaves? Oh, it's new leaves. Okay. See this? I wonder what this is. I'll have to see if it like actually flowers any. Look, I wonder if this is two, yeah, this is two different kinds of vines. This is a soft one, and this is on a hardwood vine that's leafing back out. So we got two different vines growing on here. This is a mess, y'all. Look at this. Look, you can see the red or the pink leaves throughout here. So this is all vine coming out of the woods here. Anyways, that's a mess. Oh, okay. Let's go over here. It's time to mow again, but probably my husband will probably take care of that tomorrow. My husband is going to continue mowing over here every week until we get them a riding lawnmower, because like we have a trailer, so we can just bring our 0-turn over here. So he will take care of that for them, because neither one of them, I think they have like a push mower, but this side yard over here, way over there, it's a lot. It's probably altogether maybe an acre and a half to mow, so it'd just be easier and faster if we do it until they get a riding lawnmower. So this area behind here, this is really pretty. My husband has been mowing up to the trees, and then you can see there's tall grass back there. We'll probably knock that down maybe once a month or something. Here in this spot, they have this little, you know, flower bed area made. We took out all them lights. Remember me showing you about how there was just so many? It's crazy. They have some pansies in here, so we'll totally leave those. But when I do get around to making this like a vegetable garden for my mom, I'm going to take out whatever this is and maybe just do a rose there. But have these lilies back here, which I don't know if they bloomed. I'll have to ask my mom. Ooh, and there's something flowering over there. Okay, fun. Okay, so I'll go check that out in a minute. Anyway, so one thing we discovered back here, look at this. The previous owner, they ran electric out here. And then look at this. I assume this comes from in there. And look. How crazy is that? And then look. This goes up here like this. For this solar panel, a weird light. And then here's a weird light. This one is like orange. So I don't remember if my husband found which one. There's power back here too, which this one is kind of made better, but still weird. But anyways, I can't remember if my husband found the breaker for this, because we talked about just taking this out. Like, it's a hazard and it's weird that it's here kind of like in the middle of the garden, and we'll leave this one, but yeah, we'll have to do that someday when we can like literally shut all the power off, and take this. We have a feeling that it runs across this side of the yard here and goes to this building, because the building we removed had power to it. So then it comes from the tub room out somehow. Anyways, no desire to leave that way. That really seems like a hazard. When I do put together the vegetable garden out here for my mom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 raised beds that are 2 to 3 feet tall, and like a bench or somewhere to sit if she's out here playing with stuff and needs to take a break. And like, that's it. So I'll probably leave it grass so we can just weed eat around it, not have to do like a bunch of mulch or landscape fabric. And then probably, we had talked about this little border here, how it goes like this, then there's like no end. So what we talked about doing is, she doesn't need all this space to garden in. So I was talking to my husband about maybe coming in, like cutting this and stealing this piece and putting it this way, and just kind of enclose a much smaller space, and then this is just yard to mow. Let's go see these flowers I was seeing. Is this a clematis? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, how cute. It's all budded up. Oh my gosh, and there's like multiple things in here, because look, there's something with like, what, have you ever seen bark like this? It's like papery. That is weird. That's strange. Look at that. Maybe you can see it better there. Isn't that weird? Okay, I gotta take a picture. Okay, so we still have some cleanup we're gonna do of some different like trash trees and stuff along the side there. My husband got rid of all this trash. This building could probably use a nice little paint job, because we are going to save this metal building. We also got rid of the thing that was here. It was like an old fire pit, metal fire pit, but the bottom was all rusted out. It was crazy. So anyways, this is where we last burned something when we were cleaning that up. And then there is still that sand pile underneath. This is like a piece of wood and sand, and I just put the picnic table here so we can kind of mow around it. There's been no changes up here. We still are going to do the gutter project. That'll be a different project, and as well as like the trench that we're going to do everywhere. And my husband cleaned out this metal building and then just put some of Mom's storage stuff in there, so it's just totally fine for now. And this is where that other building was. All that trash. If you remember in the video where I was showing you this trench we did over here, I showed you there was just a big old pile of trash back behind the building. And anyways, my husband took this fence down and literally pulled this building out with our side-by-side. So, and it's actually over there. Look at it. It just all stayed together. He expected it to just completely fall down, and it stayed together. That's insane. But anyway, so it's nice this is all cleaned up now. There was electrical running through here. I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, there's part of it. I bet he just cut that then. So I'll have to ask Mom if that orange light out there is still working or not, because here you can see the electrical and how it came out of the house. Nice little pile of firewood. Anyway, as you can see, we've got to paint the house and everything, and we know that's something we're going to try and do this summer when family comes up again. But anyways, so there's the electrical that was there. So it's just really nice to have this cleaned up. Yeah, that little shed, that would be so cute with like a fresh coat of paint. Have to put that on the list of things to do. And it needs a good power washing. I do plan on doing that soon, because the other shed that's over right there on the front side of the house, it needs to be power washed really bad. It's much newer, and it's like that vinyl type of siding, but yeah, it really needs it. And I wonder, can you power wash a metal roof on a house? Because this house is covered by so many trees that like the roof is just dirty. See this? I mean, it's meant to be like a bright green, but she just, I mean, obviously this debris is one thing because it's just been super windy, but, and we keep constantly having to clean this out right here. There's another dip in the front and like a bunch of crap just gets stuck in there. That's really annoying. But anyways, so I mean, for the most part, it's looking really good. One thing you'll see in the future, I don't know when we'll get around to it, but we're talking about pouring a concrete slab here to have like a back patio, and then get one of those sunshade sails that's just like a triangle shape or something, to make like a shaded area for my mom to sit back here if she doesn't want to be on the front porch, because she loves being outside. And so anyway, so we've priced that. It's kind of on the to-do list. We'll see when we get around to it. And that'll also help bring, like, it'll be level with this door, and then it'll go up here, and then we'll have one step, but it'll make this area like a much more walkable, and just something big enough to put out like 2 chairs, a little small barbecue grill or something, and that'll be nice. So that's a future project. And my son asked if we get a fire pit. He would like to have a fire pit, and I'm like, honey, you can just go buy a new metal one for like $70. So why don't you just do that yourself? So we'll see if he does that. Definitely want to replace Mom's chair. She's had these and moved them around with her like a lot, and one of them is broken. But I mean, you can still use it. But so definitely still some stuff to clean up back here, but like all the trash is gone, and that's awesome. I really, I did not expect my husband to come and work on this stuff, especially removing this building, like here alone. But he worked on it when I was at home working, and he had the time on slower days with work. So that's really awesome. I'm really curious what these vines are over here on this side. I need to come over here soon with a electric hedger and just try and like kind of cut stuff back. But anyways, so next time you see this backyard, we'll be working on the trench project and maybe the pond and stuff. But in the next video, you guys, I'm gonna do a front landscape bed for my mom. I've already bought all the materials, and I'm actually doing it in a couple of days. So it'll probably be the next video in the series that you see. Thankfully, there was a lot of lilies here on the property, like around the front porch and stuff, and there was like, yeah, 1 or 2 evergreens, whatever. But we're gonna make 2 big, really beautiful flower beds for the front with really fragrant roses and mostly perennials, some evergreens, some fun annuals, whatever. So that's gonna be the next video, and hopefully you're looking forward to that, because I'm really excited to put in some lovely plants and flowers in the front. My mom spent so much time out there, and I think it's going to be great. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.